And I actually watch a lot of your videos all the time. And I was telling Sean, I said, take a look at some of Fred's videos. It was yesterday, right? You were looking at his video. I was telling him to take a look at some of your videos because they're very inspiring and thought-provoking.
Is this you too, Ben?
Congratulations.
No, it's family. You wouldn't? All right, shit. He shot my documentary.
So, and I appreciate y'all, man. Like, I don't read too much, you know, but I know, like, the guys that are out there pushing and fighting and trying to get people to see things, you know, the right way. I know that y'all been doing your thing, man. And I know people try to, you know, quiet y'all down and stuff like that. And I couldn't tell you, man, guys like yourself.
The stuff you're doing, it's something you can apply to your life. So.
I'm starting to wrap my brain around RIGO and Lomachenko. I know it's a 8-pound difference, but I haven't sat down and fully thought about this. I'm just pandering over this concept. What fighter do you know that can move up 2 weight classes and defeat the best person in that weight class? I'm just putting things in perspective. I haven't given it much thought. This is an Insta video. I just had this thought in my head, and I'm like, where do we do that at? Where do we ask someone to move up 2 weight? I know RIGO wants to make a statement. I'm talking about the semantics of this fight. Where do we do that at? And have great expectations. It's going to be a tall task for anyone to do this. And as you move up in weight, the weight classes expand in weights. You know what I mean? So like if you're 140, it's 14 pounds, right, to 154. If you're 35, it's 12 pounds to 47, and so on. You guys see where I'm going with that. And to genuinely believe that someone can actually win in impressive fashion, no matter how great the fighter is. If you take the best at 35 and you take the best at 47, right? Because that's basically what's happening. RIGO was the best at 22 and Lomachenko was the best at 130, right? So you can't use any other examples to substantiate this claim. You only can use the best with the best. So if you have Mikey Garcia, the best at 35, fighting Keith Thurman, has 2 belts. I know how social media feels about Errol Spence. I think I think Keith Thurman stops him. I think Keith Thurman literally will stop Mikey Garcia. If you go 130, Lomachenko, 35 and 40, you're the best at 140. He hasn't fought at 147 yet. It's Terrence Crawford. Who wins that fight? Terrence Crawford, right? 126, right? 126, the best at 126 is, that's a tough decision. 126, would you say the most talented one is Gary Russell, but the one who has Leo Santa Cruz, Carl Frampton, who's the best at 126? Well, you pick any of those 3, right? 126, 135. The best at 135 is Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia overwhelms everyone at 126, right? Now, if you move up in weight class, if you go 47, right? 47, the best at 47 is Keith Thurman. He has 2 belts. You got to respect that. And you go 54, you go 160. Triple G against Keith Thurman. I think Triple G beats him. I mean, Triple G just literally overwhelms him. But Triple G doesn't have a body attack, so he may survive a little bit long. But I think the power will catch up to him, right? Now, if you go, I know I just jumped up, but you guys get my concept. If you go 54, 54, 60, 68. So if you go 68, who's the best at 68? That division is up for grabs. But since I just saw him fight a couple of weeks ago, the young kid from Phoenix, Arizona, if you have him, 154, fighting the best at 54, the best at 54 would be Charlo, Andrade. Can Andrade beat the youngest 168 guy? Can Andrade beat him? I don't think so. Matter of fact, I know so. He would just get overwhelmed. And I know Andrade's moving up to 160, but who else is Jamel Charlo? That's interesting. Jamel Charlo, because he walks around at great weight. Jamel Charlo versus the 20-year-old from Phoenix. I'm sorry I'm drawing a blank on his name. I just saw the kid on TV on Toe to Toe Tuesday too. And but Or even the guy from overseas that had the shoulder surgery that drawed with Badu Jack. You know, he's pretty good at 168. You know, the Darrell brothers. 50. I just think it's a tall task for anyone from 54. Jamel Charlo might survive. He got a little bit of power. Not a little. He has power. I don't think Lara survives. I don't think Hurd survives anyone at 68. So you guys get where I'm going, and I understand that literally this is the best two amateurs that the world has ever seen. If we're talking about in terms of records, and they both having 2 gold medals. I've never seen 4 gold medals walk into a big time fight. I've never seen that. And you know, I'm 39, so maybe you guys, maybe my older guys can you can help me with my memory. But I've never seen 4 gold medals walk into a world championship fight. I've never seen it ever in my life. And so I get the logic about, oh, we got the 2 greatest amateurs. We got 4 gold medals walking into the ring. Lomachenko is the best at 122. Rigo is the best at 122. Loma is the best at 130. The greatest amateur pedigree the world has ever seen. Makes sense logistically. Only 8 pounds away. But keep in mind, Lomachenko is coming down from 145. He's coming down from 145. I've seen the guy in camp. We look the same. We look the same size with clothes on, you know. And then I was walking around. The last time I saw Lomachenko, I was walking around at probably 168, 169. I would say fluctuate between 168, 172, probably somewhere in there. And we literally look the same size. I mean, if with clothes on, and he's coming down in weight. Rigo is coming up in weight, you know. But anyways, man, I haven't given my prediction on this fight, but I just want you guys to grasp the concept and the semantics of this fight. I don't fall in love with the names that are walking into the ring. You know what I mean? Because there's 2 things in sports that, you know, size and speed, S&S. You know what I mean? I got as far as collegiate sport. I was a good athlete, you know, and the 6-foot point guard is, you know, playing in NBA. The 5'6" point guard is getting a degree. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, it's just the reality of it. You know what I mean? And I played against some of the greatest point guards LA has ever seen. That went to that. Baron Davis. Who else? Shucks. Jason Hart. Bad Santa. I'm drawing his name. We were all on the same team at some point, you know, with the exclusion of Baron Davis. Danny Walker. I mean, in the mid-90s, it was like point guard U coming out of LA. You know what I mean? But anyways, man, I just want you guys to understand the reality of the bigger, stronger athlete. And I know we have knee-jerk reactions to say, oh, Rigo going to beat his ass. It's a knee-jerk reaction, you know what I mean? But think about this fight pragmatically. You know, if you ask me to make a decision on this fight right now, I take Lomachenko. As I told you guys, I did a video earlier this year or late last year. I take Rigo blind at 130. You get what I'm saying? So, so think about the logic that I just illustrated to y'all, and really, really think about this fight, because we're closing a year. When I say, dude, when I say I am shutting everything down Saturday to prepare for that fight, I'm shutting that's how important that fight is to me, because from a technical standpoint, I'm going to get everything I desire out of these guys. I'm going to get the counterpunch. I'm going to get the feints. I'm going to get the great footwork. I'm going to get the dog. Lomachenko is a dog now. Rigo is a motherfucking killer. So we getting 2 dogs in the ring, and we just got to sit back and enjoy it. And I'm excited. I know we got a couple of trains to catch before we get to that train. You know what I mean? We got, you know what I mean? I got, you know, I'm emotionally invested in the Porters. I get to watch that. I get to see them prepare for that fight. We got Deontay Wilder. We got the middleweights. We got what else? We got the Mares Santa Cruz card. It's just an exciting time to be a boxing fan. Every Saturday, I think, starting in October, we running. I mean, we passing the baton from Saturday to Saturday. have a great day, y'all. It's Thursday, and we're about to have dinner. No matter where you are in America, with the exception of Hawaii, you're about to shut it down and have dinner. It's 4:30 here, so it's 7:30 on the right coast, and it's 4:30 on the left coast. Anyways, have a great day, y'all, and hopefully I shed some light on this on this topic. And I really want to go watch Lomachenko, and just from a boxing purist, I want to watch Lomachenko train. I might take that 70-mile drive just to go see him train. And me and Click, I can't forget the name. We have a hot and cold relationship, but I love Lomachenko, man. I know he gets butchered and shit. He's not the pound for pound best. I mean, let's just be clear. 9 fights in, you are not the pound for pound best when Terrence Crawford is making everyone look like amateur fighters or semi-pro fighters. You get what I'm saying? Or Andre Ward defeats HBO and the Crusher in the same year. You're not pound for pound. I would put him in the top 10. I would put Lomachenko in the top 10. And he's in the perfect division, 130. You understand what I'm saying? So anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations, I genuinely appreciate you guys, man. And inspire someone tonight. The day ain't over. Inspire somebody. Call someone and tell them you love them. Peace. Hey, I just want to remind you guys, In Your Corner, a movie I directed on Floyd Mayweather and Sam Watson, is out now on Vimeo.com. In Your Corner, click the link in the description box. And I would genuinely love and appreciate you guys' support. And don't hesitate to leave a comment and let me know what you thought of the film. And again, I appreciate you guys' support and enjoy the video. Peace.